Okay, let's start with the Moon Knight change to his ultimate. Now, this isn't a nerf, it's just a bug fix. Now, what they've done is the actual indicator. So as I use this, notice the indicator is active. You know, you can see that's the whole area where the ultimate is impacting. That will stay in place for the duration of the ultimate. Apparently, it was a bug that disappeared. So, of course, you can see the whole thing, the whole duration. Now, I think the issue with this is I don't really... I mean, that really doesn't change the ultimate, right? It's still really fast cast. It's still super difficult to get out of this. If it's dropped on you, it's doing massive amounts of damage. And I think that's the issue, that it's basically doing double damage. And yeah, that kind of needs to be looked at. But I will say this, right, to sort of be devil's advocate here. This ultimate is one of the only, like, really easy, really strong counters to a lot of the support ultimates in the game, especially Invisible Woman, because, yeah, she drops that thing down. People think they can hide in it, but you just do this in it and everyone dies. So, I don't know. This is like a double-edged sword, but I do think Moon Knight gets a bit too much value from his ultimate. I think the thing they need to look at is just potentially reducing the damage it does, but... So, yeah, basically, the visual now will stay for the duration of the ultimate, and it will not disappear, which apparently was a bug before. But I would stay tuned in the future for some sort of nerf to come the way in terms of the damage output of that ultimate. All right, let's get stuck in with the rest of the changes. So let's take a look at these new skins, right? This is the Lunar Snow skin, which is going to be available in a couple of hours. It won't be available immediately as you guys are watching this video. If you're watching the video a couple of hours down the line, then it should be out. I think it's 5 p.m. EST. They will be available. Now, yeah, what you're going to get for this is the MVP animation, a nameplate, an emote, which I think we just seen the emote playing on the decks. Also, obviously, you've got a ton of visual effects here, loads of special custom effects, because this is a legendary quality skin. So that means new visual effects on abilities, it means new audio effects, and of course it means a total overhaul of the character's skin. Now, this has got to be the best Lunar Snow skin in the game. Honestly, I think I'm extremely close to insta-buying this. It looks really good. I've been playing a lot of Lunar Snow myself, and yeah, I think this is just a really, really strong skin. And it almost, again, feels like this is them pushing the skin game forward. This is the MVP animation, which is pretty sick, to be honest. It's just a really well-made skin. So, yeah. Let's move on to Cap. Okay, this is the Avengers Infinity War Cap skin. Now, obviously, it's inspired by Infinity War, the movie. And, yeah, this is going to go on sale the same time as the Lunar Snow skin. And also, it must be said the Lunar Snow skin is permanent in the store, and this will be as well. I mean, it's going to cost 2,200 units. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's going to be on discount to begin with. Normally, the movie crossover skins are generally not. But again, we'll have to wait and see on that one. It's a legendary skin as well. And of course, you get the standard nameplate, sprays, MVP animation. I do think, though, the nameplate for this skin is animated, though. So do watch out for that. Okay, let's go over all of the patch notes. Now, the majority of these are bug fixes. But again, some of them do affect abilities in a minor way. We are expecting a bigger balance patch during the mid-season update, which should be trending towards the end of February, kind of like the 20th of February, around that sort of date. But again, don't quote me on that. So yeah, these changes we've got are as follows. General, adjusted age rating labels, fixed an issue with the Epic launcher restarting after 5 minutes of inactivity, which caused random anti-cheat notifications. Maps and gameplay resolved multiple instances where players could get stuck in unique terrain, fixed an occasional synchronization issue with some doors in Hydra Charteris Base, Frozen Airfield. So let's move on to the hero bug fixes. Venom's Wild Swing. Fixed an issue where Venom's swing could occasionally fail to end properly. Now, he'll always land with style. And staying with Venom, Venom's Ultimate Devour resolved an issue where pressing Devour as soon as he lands and unleashing Feast of the Abyss would sometimes deal no damage or knockback. Venom's hunger will now be fully satisfied. So a pretty huge bug fix there, to be honest, for Venom's ultimate. Mr. Fantastic's Bulletproof Rubber addressed the bug where his reflective, or reflexive, I should say, rubber ability could sometimes fail to end correctly. And he's back to being as fantastic as ever. So, I mean, that's pretty good, because obviously that's a massive damage mitigation ability for him. Storm's Tempestuous Control fixed an issue where Storm's ultimate ability could lead to unintended positions if she unleashes it just as she passes through Doctor Strange's portal. She'll now control the Storm without getting lost. So I would have really loved to have seen what happened there. You basically pop your ultimate as Storm, and go through a portal and you just would get lost. What? I guess it would just spit you out in a random bit of terrain, or you get stuck in the ground or something. I don't know, but it seems pretty ridiculous. Again, we can't see this because the game's been updated, so this should have been fixed now, but yeah. Wolverine's fast ball bewilderment fixed occasional synchronization issues in the fast ball special team-up ability, where on Wolverine's side, he would appear as being held by the Hulk, but others would see Wolverine still in his original place. Now everyone's in sync to play ball. So that's obviously pretty good. Magneto's ironic iron issue resolved an occasional problem where Iron Man's ultimate ability would still take effect even after being absorbed by Magneto's ultimate ability. Magneto's magnetic prowess now has it fully contained. But I mean, to be honest, it's an energy pulse, right? Why is his ult sucking it in? Okay, well, technically it's projectile in the game. But yeah, this is obviously quite good, because imagine popping your ultimate as Magneto thinking you're going to counter Iron Man, and then Iron Man just kills your team anyway, but you visually see Iron Man's ultimate get absorbed by your ultimate, but everybody still dies. Not great, so a good fix. Jeff the Landshark's spitting shenanigans fixed an issue where if Jeff the Landshark spit out others just as his ultimate ability was about to end, it would be interrupted and automatically spit them out when the ultimate ended, causing it to look like the animation played twice. He'll now eject everyone in one smooth motion. Banner's revival wardrobe addressed a costume issue that occasionally occurred with Banner after being revived by Rocket Raccoon's beacon. He's looking sharp and ready to Hulk out. Now, could this be the bug where he sort of still looked like Hulk, but he had Banner's skin on him or something insane like that? It could be, or it could just be a straight up skin issue where it displays a different skin. I don't know, but yeah, I've seen some crazy TikToks and bugs and stuff like that with the wrong skin being applied. Loki's reload fixed a rare issue where Loki's mystical missiles would not refill after reloading during unstable network conditions. He's back to being the trickster with a full arsenal. Loki's transformation trouble resolved a rare occurrence where Loki's ultimate ability transformation would end immediately after activation in unstable network conditions. His mischief will now last as intended. And then finally they say, stay tuned for even more thrilling content on the horizon. Keep your eyes peeled for our official announcements. All right, guys, so that's the patch. I mean, it's not a massive patch. It's a lot of bug fixes. There are some decent little fixes there to ability interactions, which I think we did need. I think, obviously, Moon Knight, his ultimate is still going to be very, very strong for the moment, but probably will get looked at some point in the future. But I still do think it's a pretty good counter to Invisible Woman and even the other support ultimates. Basically, if it's a big ultimate with a big healing circle, Moon Knight's a great counter to that. And I suppose you could argue the fact that he's not pumping out tons of sustained damage over a match probably makes up for the fact his ultimate does a lot of damage. I don't know. We could have a balanced debate about that forever, but I still think Moon Knight is pretty good at the moment. Yeah, and in terms of future updates, I think we're going to see some Valentine stuff fairly soon. That would make sense. And obviously, we're getting closer and closer to the actual mid-season update. So I would presume we're going to start getting teasers, trailers and stuff for the new heroes, the Thing and the Human Torch, at some point in the coming weeks. All right, guys, thanks for watching today's video. I've been Stylosa. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below, and I'll catch you lovely lot on the next video. See you soon.